Well, hello there. My name is Dr. Diallo, an academic coach and a test prep expert with Study.com. Are you currently preparing to take the Praxis Core Reading Assessment with testing code 5713? This assessment covers inferences and making inferences from texts. If so, you are in luck because I am here and will walk you through several sample test questions as well as other test taking strategies. Let's go ahead and get started. Use the following passage to answer the question. Take a second, read the passage to yourself while pausing the video. Once you are done reading the passage, unpause and we'll go over the question and answer choices together. Which of the following points does the author seem to imply in this passage? A. College is expensive and not beneficial to most people who attend. B. Technical schools are a better solution for students because they are more affordable. C. High school students are not given enough information about technical schools. Or D. High school students are not given enough preparation for college-level work. Well, within the question, we notice that they're wanting to know what the author seems to imply in the passage. So he doesn't come right out and say it, but what does he seem to imply with his passage? For A, college is expensive and not beneficial to most people who attend. The passage does not say this, so this can't be the correct answer. For B, technical schools are a better solution for students because they are more affordable. While the passage does tell us that technical schools can be more affordable, it doesn't state that it's the better choice, so this isn't correct either. For C, high school students are not given enough information about technical schools. Well, the author suggests that high schools should host guest speakers from technical schools to inform students about alternatives to colleges and universities, implying that students may not have enough knowledge about technical schools as an option after high school. Therefore, I believe that C may be the best answer choice. However, let's also look at choice D. High school students are not given enough preparation for college-level work. Well, the paragraph does not state this, so we know that this is not the correct answer either. Therefore, C is the correct choice. High school students are not given enough information about technical schools. Please take a moment to pause this video, read the passage to yourself, and then unpause when you're ready to go over the question and answer choices. What would be important information to know about this research to infer the author's intent in this passage? A. Whether or not Barbosa et al. Performed in the plays watched. B. How much Barbosa et al. Have previously researched about babies and music. C. The family situations of the babies researched. Or D. The specific musicals that were viewed by the babies. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to point out when you see Barbosa et al., this is basically saying that Barbosa was the author, but the et al. Means that other people joined him in his thoughts for this actual piece. So that's basically referring to Barbosa and the other individuals who wrote this passage. So when we are trying to figure out what the best answer choice would be, we want to make sure that we pay attention to the research that we're reading and what it does to infer the author's intent. A, whether or not Barbosa et al. Performed in the plays watched. Well, the researchers actually performing in the plays doesn't really have an impact on the important information about the research, so I don't think this would be the correct answer choice. B, how much Barbosa et al. Have previously researched about babies and music. This could definitely be relevant, so let's keep this answer choice in mind, but let's be sure to read C and D before committing to an answer. C, the family situations of the babies researched. Well, this wouldn't have any bearing on infants being stimulated during musicals, so this is irrelevant information. For D, the specific musicals that were viewed by the babies may have some significance, but since we're looking for the best answer choice, it's B. B, again, is how much Barbosa et al. Have previously researched about babies and music. It can be important to know what other things authors and researchers have written about, as this can help make inferences about the author's intent in a specific research or article. Therefore, B is definitely going to be the correct answer choice. Please take a moment to pause, read the passage to yourself, and then unpause so we can go over the question and answer choices. Use the following excerpt from The Legend of Vancouver to answer the following question. Which of the following is implied about the impact of war on the upcoming celebration? Is it A, War is a significant impediment to the joy of the celebration. B, Upper Coast Indians are likely to attend despite the war. C, war is primarily the result of conflicts within the tribe. Or D, war does not affect the planned feast and celebration. Well, the correct answer for this particular question is war is a significant impediment to the joy of the celebration, which can be implied about its impact on the upcoming celebration. The passage mentions war as the only shadow on the joy of the feast, indicating that the ongoing conflict with the Upper Coast Indians is a major concern and it could affect the atmosphere of the celebration. For answer choices B, C, and D, there's not really enough information to infer that these events will impact the upcoming celebration. Therefore, answer choice A would be the best answer choice for this particular passage. Use this following passage to answer the question. Go ahead and pause, read the short passage, and unpause when you're ready to discuss the question and answer choices. What can the reader infer about how the author feels about the Riverside? A, the author is afraid of drowning in the river. B, the author is not afraid of drowning in the river. C, the author does not enjoy spending time there. Or D, the author enjoys spending time there. Well, within the question, we are wanting to focus on what the reader can infer about how the author feels about Riverside. Well, answer choices A, B, and C are not stated and cannot be implied or inferred from the passage. However, answer choice D, the author enjoys spending time there, is the correct answer, and here's why. In the passage, the author uses descriptive details to give the audience a mental picture of the descriptions. Using words like exquisite, indicate to the reader that the author enjoys spending time next to the river. Therefore, answer choice D is the only choice that would make sense for this passage. The author enjoys spending time there. Well, I hope that you found that session to be very helpful. For more practice, check out our Praxis Core Reading 5713 playlist. And for even more detailed practice and strategies with customizable study materials, head on over to study.com and check out our Praxis Core Reading Test Prep course. Those who use study.com resources boast a 92% passing rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice problems, and short, targeted video lessons developed based on all of the latest testing updates. With these resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel, and please leave your comments and your success stories in the comments. We would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck on that test.